And welcome back to the third and final part of this tutorial. First thing first, if you guys notice this frame here, it's kind of like stretch, and that's because of this select destination text. So let's come in. I'm going to get it spanned. So let's come right here. I'm going to say comma, column. So column is going to span to, copy that, put that in there, column span equals 2, and this border I'm going to make that 2 as well. Okay, let's run it again and see how that's going to look like. There, you see, that's much better. Okay, let's start work with our functions or methods. Then we can take care of more of this just tidying up the whole system. But first thing first, let's take care of the functions. Okay, let's go here. You see right here, I'm going to create all my functions here. So copy that, and let's paste it right underneath here. Okay, that's where I have all my variables. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to enter function in here. Functions or function declaration. All right. Okay then. Now, the very first one I would like to take care of, let's say, defined as follows. I'm just going to call it I exit there, and as for the exits, I'm going to say I exit equals message box, but that will be tk inner dot message box. Just type in me and that should pop up, and on that very message box we say let it use the following, or let's just say dot, and that should appear. That's supposed to be ax. Okay, that's the following icon I intend to use. Ask yes or no, and in there I'm just gonna enter my very first argument, second one. The first argument is going to be called let's just say travel, no, train ticketing system. That's my first argument. That'll be the title on the message box. The second argument is confirm if you want to quit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's use an if statement to validate the selection made. If I exit is less than 0, then we can just exit. So let's say root dot destroy, and enter parentheses there, return there. So that's the first one taken care of. I'm going to copy this and let's go straight into our button right underneath here. Let's look for exit. That's exit. So come right here, comma, to call our very function you enter command equals whatever the name of your exit button is. Now, instead of me coming back here, I'm just going to copy this and change things around here. This is for reset. Paste that, and I'll change this to reset just to speed up things. I'm going to be using the other one for reset as well. There. So for the resets, I'm going to do as follows. Okay, let's come up here now. I'm going to copy all of this. Okay, those are my variable that we initialized with 0. So come right down here and just say call that reset there, and just paste those that I've just copied. Okay, and we get it indented, else we will end up with an error. Okay, that should take care of my reset, but it's not finished yet. I still have some other that I will have to reset. I'm going to have to reset this. That's up to 12. Then I have to reset this as well. Copy that, come right down here, paste that in there, and just get it cleared. So I'm going to copy this and clear those. Clear, clear, and clear. I also need to clear the other, all of these other ones here. Might as well just copy them all, come right down here and just paste it. Okay, yeah, okay, that's for function reset. Okay, so let's come down so that you guys see the code for function. Oh, this is reset. I pasted it in the wrong place. From here, copy all of those, cut it, and paste it right underneath it. There we go. Now indent. Yeah, that's for my function reset. Okay, now I'm going to run it. Let's try out exit and function reset. Now reset, clear. Okay, because I asked that to add 0, I should actually clear that. I don't want destination, that should be 0. Let's see these ones. Did I take care of them? Clear, that's good. What about, okay, what about these ones? Let me run it again and be sure what I have in there. No, cancel that, try it again. Okay, I have 0 values in there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, my reset is working, but this is not doing anything yet, so I need some lines of code to take care of that. No, a function actually, button click, because on the buttons it's called button click, so I need to write a function for that. So right inside the buttons for the calculator right here, see, I'm actually using lambda to call each button, so I'm going to copy that, button click. Now let's take it up where the functions are. Now we're going to write another function for that. Press enter, come in here, function button click there. And for function button click, the first thing is let's say global operator, and this operator equals operator equals operator plus string numbers. There we go. Then we can say input, which is on the entering widget, text underscore input dot set, and what we're setting in there, that will be operator. This should hopefully take care of the button click. So anytime I click on them, it should display the numbers. But for it to display number inside this argument, I have to add numbers. So let's run it and see that, and try out the calculator. You will see all of these on YouTube really. Okay, I don't think this will work yet. Okay, the calculator, we're almost there. So let's take care of another calculator function. So let's say function btn clear display. So that's going to be for the display button, and clear display is, we just want it to clear as follows. So I'm going to copy all of this, right down here, paste. Okay, now let's take care of the following. We just want this to get cleared. What about this? Let's change this to clear as well. So clear display is taken care of. I can then copy this and just paste it inside a command. So let's just say command equals clear. So go right down to where we have the clear button of the calculator right here. Okay, I'm going to say command equals btn clear. So that should take care of that. I'm going to save and run, and let's make sure the clear button works. We can enter data in there, clear. That's good. Okay, now finally let's take care of the equals. Okay, with the equals I can just say command equals btn equals input. Btn equals input. So I'm going to copy that. That's going to be the name of my function. Okay, I haven't written the function yet, so come here underneath here, function, let's get it indented right. Okay, so let's copy this, paste it right in here, and just change things around. Okay, the first thing I will do in this, I'm going to create a local variable. I'll call it sum up. Sum up equals whatever is assigned to the operator. We view that as a string value. We want to get it evaluated, and let's copy the operator. So whatever is inside the operator, evaluate it, convert it to a string value, and then the input this time around will be sum up. So that will be this there. However, we need to get rid of this one. Get rid of this, we don't need that. Or we can just come in here and say there, clear that. So which means this should be here. There we go. Get it indented. So that should take care of the equals. So we can even try that out now. So we have for each button to clear the button and to add up whatever value using the following evaluation function and the lambda function as well. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get that corrected first. Yeah, that's the error there. I open a bracket, open another bracket here, and the second bracket to close it is missing. That's why. Okay, let's save and run again. Okay, 8 multiplied by whatever. There we go. Multiply by 2 there. Okay, that's fine. Now I need to create another function. The other function is going to be for travel cost. Okay, so let's go down here and just say function travel cost There. Now we'll use the if statement. If variable 9 dot get equals Kilburn, that is the, or this is the variable that is storing the names of my destination. And look at the names. Let's come down here. I think they are all here somewhere. There we go. I'm dealing with Kilburn now, this very one. Okay, back in there. So I want to check where the destination might be. There. And whatever value we have in 1, let's say get whatever we have in 1, if is equals to 1, and 4, if 4 is equals to 1 as well. Okay, paste that in there. Variable number 4, if that is equals to 1 as well. Then we want the following. Let's create a local variable here. I'm going to call that cost equals, let's float, and that will be 30 point, let's make that up, £30 80p. Now let's go for single. As a single equals float, and let's get whatever we have inside variable number 12 dot get. There. What about the cost for adult? Local variable adult. In the case of adult, we have to tax them. Let's say equals, let's enter £sign here, and now let's work out the tax. So that's going to be comma string, and we enter as follows. Yeah, and that'll be into 2 decimal place. Okay, and let's enter percent. Total cost. So multiply that by single, close that, and multiply by, let's make that about 0.7 or 0.7, yeah, or 9, yeah, that's fine. So that will be for the adult tax. Okay, that's the adult tax, but we can still, let's say adult tax, we now need how much, which should be the subtotal. Adult, that's what adult we pay, that will be for the subtotal. This is for the tax, and this, let's change this one to fees. Okay, and then we say total cost. Let's say total cost equals £sign, and that will be all of this. Let's indent this first. I'm going to get all of these here. Just a comma, paste that in there. Okay, and now then I'll copy all of these again. This very one here, I need to add it together to give me the tax. I could have created a variable, but because I have this £sign, this one I'm doing it this way around. Yeah, So that should work out the tax for me, or that should work out the total, the tax plus the total. Okay, we now need to assign the following into the text box, into the tabs. So let's say dots. What do we need to enter into tax? We need to enter adult tax. Paste that in there. Okay, that is for the tax. We also need a subtotal. As for subtotal, that's going to be this. So copy that. Subtotal, subtotal dot set. There we go. That's what subtotal. Now we want the class of ticket to be displayed and so on, and we also want the total cost. So maybe let's set the total cost first. So that would be total dot set equals total cost. There we go. Yeah. Now I want the following though. I want the tickets class to be displayed. So if it's standard, we say ticket class dot set standard, because this calculation is for the standard fare. Then we want ticket price. Ticket price, that would be the adult fee. Adult fee, that would be there. That should be dot set. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up and show you guys the final output. Indent or undo that. Select it again and just de-indent it. Okay guys, those are the rest of the code. All I just did is for the children tax is no. Adult, if the checkbox of children is selected, that would be, in this case that's no because it's for adult, and the checkbox of adult is here. Destination from, oh, that should be from destination. Okay, because this is the variable and this one, this is the destination too. Right. And this one, that's just the price. Okay, that goes in there, and the route is direct route. And here, this is just for my reference. Okay, I made this up, and that's the reference number that will follow. I will now copy this and go straight into the button, this very button here, total, and I'll just enter command equals travel cost. Okay, I will now use else if. Let's copy all of this, copy that for the others, and come right down here. Else if that is Kilburn, and in this case the price, let's say the price has changed to about 23.8, and this has changed as well as the selection made. And what else do we want to change? I think that would be all. Okay, I'm going to move this total. Let's move this one, cut that off, and let's put that right underneath here. There, I'll repeat the same thing for this one. Yeah, total, get rid of that. Yeah, so let's speed that up for the orders now. So, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I finish. All I'm just doing is copying and pasting it. Copy, come right down here, paste, and change things around. Okay, I've completed the function declaration for the total cost. So let me take it down. We just have one more thing to do. Here are the function declaration. It's all the same apart from the different price rate, which you can see here, and the different names of where we're traveling to. Let's take it down so that you can see it, and the different options. That's for leads, that's leads again, different option or different selection for the end user. There, and scale button again, and you just change it around. That's all you need to do, and that's all there is to the function definition for the travel cost. And that is it. It's very long, that's why I had to speed this up. Okay, so that's the function definition, which you guys can change around. So the next thing I'd like to take care of now, before we can call it the end of this very long project, if not the longest that I've ever tackled, that will be, I'm going to call that CHK. That will be, let's put an S in there, single button underscore value. So in this case, that is going to be for my checkbox. So what I'll then say is if variable 10 dot get equals 1, then in that case variable 12 dot set will clear whatever we have in there. Okay, now this should be indented. Let's calm down so that you guys can see the rest. Now the next condition is going to be the entering single. We want that to get the focus, and after that entering single dot configure. We want it to be normal, because when you start the program the state is going to be disabled. So let's say normal. There we go. Then variable 11 dot set, we want to set the value of that to 0, because we don't want anyone to have anything to do with the second variable, which is the return. So I'm going to copy that, just put that in there. So the return, the state of the return in this case is going to be disabled. Come in here, get that disabled. And we then set the value in there. Variable 6 dot set, and that will be 0 there. Else if variable 10 dot get equals 0. If it's 0, I want the single to get disabled. Disable single, and this will be single. And variable 12, paste that in here. Variable 12 will be equals 0. There should be a value in it. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other one. So I'm going to copy this and just change the name around. The name this time will be R. The function name is checkbox R. So that is for return, and this is for single ticket. In the case of that, this will be variable 11, and that will be 6, and we want it to set focus to return. Just the opposite of what I've done, or the same thing of what I've done. I'm doing that for the return. Same thing of what I've done to the single. Undo that. That should be return. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up and get back to you guys. Okay guys, that's the function. I now need to call this function inside the checkbox. Okay, so if I run it, nothing will happen right now because I need to call them. Okay, so I can select this, select that there. But if I check this, I expect that to get rid of the 0 and enable that, but that's not happening. Okay, and that's the whole purpose of these functions. So I'm going to copy this. Let's go straight down and change things around. Come right down. This one is RC check CHK R, and this the other one is CHKS. So let's go right down to where I have ticket right here. So I'm going to say comma command equals that. I'm going to copy this for the other one and change it around to R. So come right here, and that's going to be that. So change this to letter R, and let's give that a try. Okay, decision time. Okay, we want a standard ticket and destination. Let's say we're going to Preston and it's an R dot single, and let's enter number of passenger 7, and there. So let's click on total. There we go. That's fine guys, it's working as we want. That's beautiful. So guys, with that, I'm going to call it the end of this long tutorial, and I suppose you guys enjoy it. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.